From hot spots and hidden gems to lots of local flavor, it's your guide to LA the unscripted way. And tonight we're helping you celebrate the man in your life. Hello everyone and welcome to LA Unscripted from the Level Hotel South Olive. I'm Dana Devin and Father's Day is just around the corner. But even if the man in your life isn't your dad or a dad, how about making him a plant dad?
No relationship's perfect, so even being upset at your plant is something real. My name is Andy Soch. I was born in Mexico City, and the last 11 years of my life I've been organizing out of Boyle Heights. A lot of customers are first-time plant parents, and I think it's very special to me that they chose to come here, not only support our business, but support a mission and vision of what we stand for, helping each other out, being resources for each other, and supporting each other on all fronts. I started doing the pop-ups last Christmas out of necessity, and it all happened so organically, but with devastating situations in between. My dad almost died like 3 times in the last year. That was always in the back of my mind, trying to figure out what to do and how I could merge my passions with a business so that I can help my father. And it's not until we put it up against a wall that you have no choice, that you just don't care, you don't feel anything. You just know you have to get things done. Thank God, like, I organized in my community, because I was able to find a room with someone that I knew. I was able to coordinate with different friends to help me take food to him. I feel supported, you know, but at the same time, I support them too. It's a mutual, in a sense, mutual aid. There's cultural and class differences between plant parents, growing our own food, our own herbs, having a little piece of our own roots, right? Our country is so rich in culture that you can never compare that to $1,000 landscape. We're in one of the richest countries and one of the richest cities in the nation, and we're still dealing with the most toxic air. How can we help ourselves? If we all start thinking about how plants can be incorporated into our well-being in that level, we can change how we address everything. So bringing a little bit of nature into your home.
Great place with a really great message. But if flowers are the thing you want to bring, Jasmine Simpkins takes you to one stunning spot.
Welcome to Bloom and Plume.
Thank you.
You're getting a warm welcome from Mr. Leroy.
Well, thank you for having LA Unscripted.
You're very welcome.
Here to see the space.
Bloom and Plume is my flower business that I've had since 2010. I started it as a way to follow a little bit more of my creativity. We make custom arrangements. We do a lot of high-end florals for big companies, celebrities, you know, all of that. The biggest name that we've worked with is we've worked with Beyonce, we've worked with Rashida Jones, Maya Rudolph. We treat it more of like an art practice, so you're kind of like buying a little baby sculpture. Before I started my business, the only black florist I had ever seen was Preston Bailey. And I noticed him on Oprah for her 40th birthday party, and like he did, I think, her 50th, and it was like so grand and so over the top. And like that was kind of like my inspiration in many ways. I would describe my style as, we kind of call it natural opulence. I like a lot of movement. There's a lot of dance in my life, and so I like the arrangements to look like they're constantly in motion. I like things to have a lot of texture and dimension, and really like the overall gesture when you see it is like, whoa, breathtaking.
I love the name, but I want to know from you, like, how did you guys come up with it?
I really have a love for flowers. I knew I was starting a flower business. And I love feathers. So I just thought Flowers and Feathers was a weird name. It was definitely a group effort. We're like bouncing ideas back and forth on like what would be like the perfect little pairing, and that's what we went with.
And boom, here you are. And how long has it been? Business has been here.
The coffee shop has been here, it'll be 3 years in January. The flower business has been since 2010. We're in Echo Park, historic Filipino town. This has been my neighborhood. I've lived here for 18 years. There has just been a lot of change in the last 5 years. And I was like, somebody's gonna open a coffee shop. It's gonna annoy me. So let me be the change that I wanna see in the world. So my brother and I partnered together. He runs the business side of it. I run the creative side of it. And we opened Bloom and Plum Coffee. We have all of your regulars. We have your lattes, your cappuccinos, your cortados, your Americanos. Right now we have what's called candy on drip, and it is absolutely stunning. I'm gonna pour you a cup.
Oh, let's do it.
We're considered like a third wave shop, so it's very bespoke. It's I wanted that like high-end experience, but at a price point and a vibe that was accessible to all and where everybody felt comfortable to come in.
Thanks, Jasmine. And coming up, another must-stop flower spot, and our Anya Sar goes full dad mode. We'll be right back.
Basically just a parking lot. And the Ani Group put about $200 million development into it. And we have a very unique concept. It's a blend of hotel stays for nightly stays as well as long-term. So you can stay here from one night all the way up to 1 year. We cater to a lot of the business travelers because one of the unique things about us is we have very large square footage. You're looking at 700 square feet all the way up to 1,250 square feet for 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. And then you get as large as 18,000 square feet. You are in the largest penthouse on the market in Los Angeles. You're in an 18,000 square foot penthouse, wraparound views, 360 views of all of LA. I mean, you can see on a clear day, you can see out to the beach. You're gonna have 4 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms. You're looking at 3 kitchens. It's a rooftop deck right here that we're standing on. You know, you've got your nice fire pits and all. Theater room as well too. You're gonna have a huge wine cellar that will hold up to about 700 bottles of wine. Floor to ceiling windows. The actual master bedroom is awesome. It has a huge master bathroom and a closet that's the size of a lot of people's apartments. There's a private pool. We're actually on one side of the penthouse. On the other side, there's a private pool that has a very large jacuzzi that fits 12 people. It's actually a wave pool too. There's gonna be a awesome 18-foot dinner table. So luxury dinners just overlooking the skyline. It's just the perfect place for that. Pretty much like an entertainer's type of dream, you know? So it's basically like you picking up one of those nice luxury homes in Beverly Hills and just putting it up in the sky. It's great if you want to have a staycation and you want to come and treat the family or do something fun. This is the place to be. We also have properties in Chicago, Vancouver, and we also just launched Seattle just recently too. So we are a brand that's continuously growing.
Back to LA Unscripted, everyone. And if you want to know what to get the man in your life, build him a giant walk-in closet like this one. Or better yet, watch our Style Smart guru, Anya Sar.
Forget the tie, skip the cologne this year. If you want to gift dad something truly unique and you've waited till the last minute, I have just the thing for you. Okay, Dr. Shea, yes. We are here at Rejuva U in South Pasadena, and we are here with this machine.
Yeah.
That just looks like a normal machine to me, but this is so much more.
So SoftWave, to us, it was a big breakthrough. It was giving the type of changes that we would see from invasive type treatments. And that's why we're so excited to bring SoftWave into our practice.
And is SoftWave just for the face?
No, SoftWave can be used on the face. That most people want to use it there because that's what we see. It's FDA cleared for lifting of the neck as well as the face and the brows. But we've used it on abdomens, arms, chest, anywhere that we feel that skin has gotten loose or it's starting to sag. Because the way the SoftWave affects the collagen, it triggers a remodeling, a rebuilding, a repairing.
Is it good for men too, or just women?
About half our people are men that are doing it, just like the demographics.
And also, it doesn't take a lot of time, right? It's not a lot of time in the chair. It's not all day here.
We say it's minimal downtime, so you can finish the procedure, go meet your friends for dinner.
So would you say that SoftWave is the ultimate Father's Day gift this year?
If I was a father and my kids or family got that for me, I think that would be amazing.
Okay, Eric, I am so excited you're doing this today for us. Now, you have done SoftWave treatment before.
I have.
And what made you first start caring about skincare?
I'm closer to 50 than I am to 40. I do this picture with my daughter since she was little. We always hold hands, and I do a little selfie, and I've been doing that since she was like walking. Early 40s, I guess I started noticing, like, I think I'm getting a little saggy. I need to do something about it, you know? Hit the gym, eat healthy, lose the dad bod. But there's nothing really for the dad face, you know? I don't want to try to anti-age my face too, you know?
Right.
So I just want to look good and feel good.
So how many times, let's say, does someone need to come see you for a SoftWave treatment? Can you just do it once?
So yes, we like to do 2 treatments to really get a great response.
Let's talk about who this is a good candidate for. Is this a 30-year-old guy? Is this a 70-year-old guy? Is this a 20-year-old guy? What kind of dad should come in here for Father's Day?
We do have people that in their 20s and 30s that want it just because they just feel like they want to lift something. But by the time you're in your 40s, we already see laxity. You can tell there's something going on with their cheeks, their neck.
Okay, doctor, I want all of our viewers to be able to experience SoftWave for Father's Day.
That'd be great.
Now I heard you have a special discount code.
Okay, just for this segment with Style Smart, we have a 10% discount that we're going to offer. We have these gift certificates that you can get for your fathers, and it's a special 10% off for the whole treatment.
So if you don't have a gift for dad yet, just go to rejuvayou.com, use my VIP code StyleSmart, and book your SoftWave treatment for dad with Dr. Shea right here. But you've got to do it before Monday.
Thank you so much, Anya, and we'll be right back with one of my favorite flower stores. It is magical. We'll be right back. Welcome back to LA Unscripted from the Level Hotel South Olive in downtown Los Angeles. Now, I know it's not tradition to give men flowers, but I say why not? Especially if they come from J'adore the Fleur. I did this with a lot of help, but I did it.
Jennifer Lopez, P. Diddy, Justin Bieber, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Zendaya is a very good client of ours.
Hi, I'm Elisa.
Hi, I am Eliza.
And
we are J'adore la Fleur.
J'adore la Fleur means I love flowers in French. So a lot of our inspiration came from the French culture, Parisian vibes.
We are sister-in-laws. We're married to 2 brothers. J'adore la Fleur started back in 2015 formally. However, the history goes back to 2006 when our floral designer mother-in-law, Marguerite, opened a small local mom-and-pop flower shop in the heart of Glendale.
We used to help her a lot when she had the flower shop, but then time came where we wanted to invest in something that would help us grow in the future. So our first location opened in Studio City in 2015.
I'm so excited I get to learn how to do this. These are the custom hat boxes,
So
right?
each time the customer chooses the color of box that they want.
Okay.
And then they tell me either if they want just roses or mixed flower arrangement.
Realize that in order to present a gift, the packaging is very important in the eyes of the receiver. Minimalistic packaging and beautiful floral arrangements, which would go perfect together.
And then we start preparing the box. We first have to put the foams in the box.
Okay, to make it higher.
To make it higher. We're gonna put a wet foam with water on this.
We told our graphic designer to engineer the garden rose print sort of all over the box, creating this customized print for us.
Oh, wow. Okay, got it. So now we've got that set up. So now do you start poking flowers in it? These are the flowers we're using. I mean, look at them. Can you see the pink inside? What do you think? Cut a little bit more?
Our busiest days, we go through about maybe 120 to 150 deliveries a day. One of our most popular arrangements are these two, I would say, the signature red rose box and the anniversary box. We have a 25 rose box, we have the 50 rose box right here, and it can go up all the way to 500 to 600 roses. We've actually done 1,000 rose arrangement as well.
You can cut it.
So we actually made the letter D for Dana. This is part of our initial collection. It's really popular.
They're so beautiful. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. So they're jokingly saying it's the D arrangement, but it's for drama queen. My bad. Love that place, love those women, love those flowers. Okay, June is Pride Month, and we've been bringing you truly wonderful stories all month. And tonight we meet another really special person. I always knew my identity, but didn't always have a language for it. I didn't know transgender existed. Hi, my name is Drian Juarez, and I use female pronouns and gender-neutral pronouns, and I'm an activist, and I'm a performer. Being trans is evolving, and it's really about you finding out and exploring who you are as a human being without anyone dictating that for you, without your body parts dictating that for you, without some doctor dictating that for you, or your parents dictating that for you. And I think that's how I would describe being trans to people, that trans people are on a journey to find out who they are. I am an immigrant to this country and grew up at a time when there was no LGBTQIA+ acronym. I immigrated from Mexico when I was about 5 years old. I am the child of a single mom who immigrated to this country because she wanted a better life for her child. A lot of heteronormative upbringing, you know, the idea, especially in Latin culture, that if you were assigned male at birth, then that meant you had to be masculine, you had to be butch. I was a very effeminate kid, experienced a lot of violence and bullying at school, and didn't know why for a long time. I just didn't understand what was different about me. I hid my identity from my mother for a long time because growing up, she would tell me, boys don't play with dolls, boys don't run like that. And so I took that to mean that my mother didn't accept me. It wasn't until my 20s when I came to the understanding of myself as a transgender woman that I had to come out to my mother. That was incredible because when I came out to her, she accepted me and loved me and clarified that, you know, when she told me those things, it was her way of keeping me safe. She didn't know what else to do. There weren't even resources for parents back then. In my 20s, I started coming out to the city of West Hollywood to see what it was like, to explore my identity, and that's when I really was able to solidify who I was and have a sense of pride in who I was. Trans people are like any other people. You know, we want to have families, we want to live in peace, we want to have our rights protected, we want access to health care, but there's this idea that what we want is so much more complicated, and it's not. What we want is to walk around like any other person does and not be hurt, not be discriminated against, not experience violence for living our truth. And isn't that what everybody wants? I'm really honored to have gotten involved with the city of West Hollywood. I
was a member of the founding board of the West Hollywood Transgender Advisory Board. It's the first board that works with the city to be able to advocate for trans inclusion, and it really gave trans people access to city funds, city advocacy in a way that no other city had done before. And I think that it's important for people to recognize that. They think that trans is this other thing, and it's not. It's part of the human spectrum. That's how I would describe trans, that we're people who are fearlessly exploring who we are in the face of so much hate. And I think that takes a ton of courage. And so for people who may be exploring their identity, who maybe have questions about their identity, don't be afraid. There are others like you. There's a community out there. And for those people who've never been to Pride, I say give it a shot. You'll be amazed at the sense of community. You don't have to be LGBTQIA+ identified to enjoy Pride, to feel a sense of connection to others.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, and thank you so much to the Level Hotel South Olive. What a beautiful penthouse. We'll see you next time. Good night. Mwah.